Here's the cage, guys. Everything is completely done and welded in. So nice, super tight too. Look at that. This is gonna look so good once my seat in. I'm officially in the car. I still have the staging brake and a tons of other things that need to be changed in this car, so this is just the beginning, but at least the fab work will be done and the roll cage is finished. So everything is pretty much done and complete and permanent at this point. Still have the dash out. I gotta put the seat back in, and then we're also gonna mount the race quip seat belts that I have and make sure that those are good to go. So here goes the parachute mount, and this is where the back is gonna go onto. Everything again is completely done and welded in. Looks so good. So now that you guys seen the cage, I'm gonna go ahead and do some unboxing. I got a whole bunch of goodies here. Have my intercooler and a whole bunch of stuff that I haven't even showed you guys yet. Vibrant Performance has played a huge part in this build. I'm excited to be using their products on my car, as they pretty much have the best stuff in this industry. So let's go ahead and do some unboxing. So here goes everything laid out. It's so crazy to see everything pretty much out of the boxes and ready for fabrication. I'm so excited to have this car complete, and I'm so ready to be done and back at the track. This is actually gonna be my last part of fab work being done to the car. Once I have everything welded in and all of the fab work is completed, the car is coming home. I have to drop the motor because this is actually just a dummy motor to use pretty much just to have everything welded up. For those who may be wondering, why is this a dummy motor? Why do you not have the motor that you're gonna be running? You typically don't use the motor that you're running when doing this because anything could happen. Shavings can get in the motor. I mean, it's just not the motor that you should be using when getting fab work done. I have a few things I gotta get done. I need to drop the motor. I have all the parts I need to build it at home. I have the drag cartel cams, springs, retainers, and everything for the head. And then I have the pistons and rods and everything. So this is gonna be, again, to remind you guys, a fully built motor. That way this car is ready for whatever I'm going to throw at it. I'm hoping my numbers are going to be somewhere around 600 to 700 horsepower. We'll see what it makes on the dyno and what kind of fuel I'm going to use, because obviously this is going to affect that as well. But I want the block to be ready. So let's say I have tons of fun this year and I beat my max time and the turbo is pretty much maxed out. I want this motor to be ready for a bigger turbo and I don't have to do any internal upgrades. That's my overall goal. We'll see if that actually ends up happening, but I'm hoping for the best. So here we have all of my fabrication components from Nothing But The Best Vibrant Performance. I know many of you guys have probably heard of this company before. They provide pretty much anything that you need. I have so many different bends here. I have stainless piping here for the up pipe and everything. I've got HD clamps. This build is going to look so nice. AXIOM already told me some ideas that he has, and I know he's going to kill it under the hood. You guys saw how he did inside of the car. So this is part of the fabrication process that I am very excited for. I mean, it's awesome to see the entire roll cage put together, but it's going to be even nicer to see everything under the hood done. So I'm going to unbox some of this stuff to show you guys what I ordered specifically for this car. Here in this box, we have pretty much everything that's needed for the oil setup. This is going to be so I can tap into the turbo from the oil pan. I have 2 bongs here, and then I also have this. This is for the turbo side. So I pretty much got everything that I'm gonna be needing here. I'm gonna open some more boxes up to show you guys. One of my favorite parts of this entire thing are these HD clamps. These clamps are so nice. These clamps pretty much replace your couplers, so when you use this, couplers are no longer needed. Not only does it give it a nicer look, but it's also more beneficial. And let me open it and show you guys how it works. Here's how the clamp looks itself. I'm gonna have 4 of these, 2 on the intercooler, 1 on the throttle body, and then the last one will be on the turbo side. And pretty much the purpose of these HD clamps is that you can remove all of your piping very easy, and it's toolless. So it's very convenient if you're at the track or you need to change something out really quick. You don't need any tools to remove your piping. So that's why I love this. These are gonna look so nice. Basically, I'm gonna end up having one on here on the turbo side. I've decided to pull a little ballsy move, and we're actually gonna cut the turbo, and I'm gonna be doing a 2.5 to 3 inch transition. That way I can run a 3-inch HD clamp. It'll go on here, and then obviously the piping will be connected to it. But like I said, this is awesome because not only does it look super sick, but it also is very beneficial. I can literally remove everything by just pulling this one pin. Here, I'll show you guys. So the way this works is that you have like a little pin right here. You simply push down on that and pull, and then that comes right out, and that allows you to open the clamp. You can completely remove this, and then here you have this little seal. Vibrant also supplies these 2 O-rings, which will go on here, and then you'll have this as an ultimate seal to prevent any boost leak. So that's pretty much the purpose of having this. So once you take this out and take your O-rings out, you'll pretty much have these. One of these will be welded onto the throttle body, the intercooler, and the turbo, and then the other side will be welded onto the piping. Once everything is fabbed up, everything will be aligned together perfectly, and then you can put your O-ring on, and then you can put this ring back on, which will create another seal to prevent the rings from ever sliding off, and again preventing any kind of boost leak. So that when you're putting it back together, put this ring back on. When you put this back on, you're gonna wanna make sure that this is aligned correctly into this seal, and then you're in, and then you're gonna put your pin back in, and there you go. And that pretty much completes the entire HD clamp setup. I'm so excited to have these on the car. These HD clamps are going to replace all of my couplers that you essentially would have. Again, not only do they look a lot better, but the function of them is so much nicer, and it's something you can take off without a tool, which is very awesome at the track. If I ever need to get to something, you literally just pop this out and everything comes apart. There's nothing wrong with having couplers, don't get me wrong, a lot of people run them, but you do have a potential boost leak that could happen on each side. This is somewhat stronger, and you have way better seal to make sure that you don't have any kind of boost leak. So that's why I decided to go with the HD clamps. For the cold side, I'm gonna go with the aluminum. I have the Vibrant Performance 45 degrees bends. I have 3 of these that I'm gonna be using. I'll take one out just to show you guys what they look like. We're gonna use 3 of these to create the bends that we need. Oof, looks so nice. I can almost see myself in there. So here I have all of my stainless steel piping. This is all going to be for the hot side, going to be for the turbo and the wastegate. I am going to be cutting my hood, which I'm a little nervous about, but I don't want to run a full exhaust. It's pretty much pointless to run a full exhaust for a drag car, so I'm completely eliminating that. And I also am considering cutting my car. I really want to do a tubular front end. That way, whenever I have to remove the motor, it makes it super simple. But I think AXIOM is going to create something pretty cool for me, so I can kind of eliminate this, or whenever I need to drop the motor, I don't have to worry about radiator support being in the way. So we're going to come up with some kind of cool idea to where we can cut this, and whenever I have to pull the motor out, I can pull it out right through the front. So that's convenient because if I'm at the racetrack, I can easily drop the motor without having to raise the car all the way up. Obviously, if you don't have a lift, it makes things twice as hard. So I'm really excited to see what AXIOM comes up with. If you're not following him, be sure to check out his Facebook and his Instagram. I'll leave both of those below. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. You guys saw everything right here on the floor. I tried to go in a little bit of details with you guys and kind of spit some knowledge because I honestly wasn't too familiar with the HD clamps. I did my research. I learned about them. So hopefully I passed a little knowledge on to you guys. I'm so excited for this new chapter of the build, the whole entire fabrication process. Roll cage is officially complete, as you guys saw in the beginning of this video. So this just makes it closer to race day, and I'm really excited for that day. I can't wait for it to happen. I can't wait to bring you guys along my journey. I appreciate you guys being subscribed to the channel and stay in tune with this build. You guys will be able to see this entire car come to life and pretty much see my dream and my goal with the car. So thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.